I'll get going. Perfect. Well, thanks for being with us, folks. With us now live or with us as someone who's watching this after the fact. My name is Omari Rush. I'm the Executive Director of CultureSource, and we're really excited to have you with us today as we introduce to you our new arts internship program. During this call, we'll give you a little bit of the context and the kind of overarching ideas and values of the program, and then we'll specifically talk about what it means to be a work site for the program and for you to host interns as this summer. So we'll be together for probably about 45 minutes, and feel free to use the chat at any point to ask questions if you have them. Let me just open by just making sure that we're all on the same page. CultureSource is an alliance of cultural organizations and creative people based in Detroit, Michigan, and serving the entire Southeast Michigan region. We are really excited to just be there for folks in the arts and culture sector as you need us. And so to that end, please, even beyond this call today, reach out to me and our other colleagues to let us know how we can be helpful and supportive. This new arts internship program is certainly one of those opportunities that we're excited about, to be supportive of you and your work. At CultureSource, we see our work being about getting as many resources into the region to help you thrive in your work serving your neighbors, your community. And we just see so much possibility in this new internship program. I will say that as we think about what it might do, we certainly hope that this program connects you, work sites, our members, to new future employees. We hope that through this program, you really kind of benefit from the kind of youth perspective and the kind of fresh eyes on different parts of your work. We can all use extra hands, and so we certainly think that there's great potential for you just to get a little bit of extra kind of day-to-day support through this program. And then also the folks who end up being work sites will become networked themselves. And we know that it's very important to you all to be connected to one another and to learn from one another. And so this just creates one more kind of bonding opportunity for you. I will say, personally, I'm excited about this program because my own background, I started, I can say now many years ago, in this kind of arts organizing, arts administrative field, working in K-12 arts education. And, was on the board of directors for various teen centers and youth-focused initiatives. And it's always been my hope that CultureSource would be able to put a stake in the sand. Maybe you put a stake in the ground, but you put a stake in something regarding ways that we could concretely both support young folks and kind of elevate youth voice. And this internship program gives us a really wonderful opportunity to do that. And as you'll hear from my colleagues, the kind of structure of it all is really robust. I will just put in a little bit of a plug and say that we are hiring roles for this now. And so, get your applications in quick if you actually just want to be on our team and be involved in kind of developing and stewarding this program. And in the meantime, two great colleagues, Kim and Maury, are really helping drive this forward, and I really appreciate their hard work on this. You'll hear from them today as part of this webinar, and I will actually turn it over now to Kim Howard, our Director of External Relations, to walk you through some of the details of this arts internship program. Again, I thank you so much for taking some time to listen to what we have to say about this work. I thank you for considering becoming a work site, and look forward to serving you in whatever way you need us to. So, Kim, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much, and welcome again for joining our call. We are super excited about this opportunity and super excited to have you here to learn more about it. Briefly, this is an 8-week program, summer program. It will start June 17th and will end August 9th with a graduation. It is for 25 rising high school seniors from Detroit public and charter schools. Interns will be paid a living wage of $16.43, and that will be paid by CultureSource. Interns will work 3 days a week, Tuesday through Thursday at the work sites, and we're looking at 7-hour work days for them. There will be 1 curriculum day per week with workshops in writing and leadership and communications and financial literacy, college prep, anything that we can do to help present these students with the life skills and tools that they would need to better serve the work sites and also in their general life and workforce ambitions going forward. There will be 1 cultural site visit per week. That could include tours, workshops, performances. We're hoping that we will have staff and artist question and answer sessions with the interns. Interns will be paired with a college mentor for the duration of their internship work with us. We will provide interns with personal transportation plans. We'll subsidize that transportation as needed based on each individual situation and circumstance. We will also take care of all of the expenses that are needed and incurred by the interns during this time period. General ask of you, or as hopefully you, as our work sites for the interns. First year, we are containing the work sites to Wayne County. We're hoping to expand that in years to come, but due to these transportation concerns that we have right now, as we work through things, we want to kind of limit that to Wayne County for now. We are hoping that we will have 2 interns per work site. We will give consideration to those who can only host a single intern, but ideally we'd love to have 2 at each work site. Project development, we are hoping that you will create meaningful worksite projects in collaboration with your interns. We want to make sure that they are gaining new knowledge and experiences, but then also that these experiences are feeding into the interest and ideas and thoughts that they already have for what is appealing and attractive to them. This work will need to be completed within an 8-week period of that summer internship, and it will be administratively focused. There will be a training for our work sites. I'll let Maury speak more about that. It will be with Neutral Zone in Ann Arbor. And this is an orientation session for our work sites, and I'll let Maury hop in right now to tell you a little bit more about that.
Sure. We will be asking all of our work sites to do a half-day training with Neutral Zone, which is a youth-focused organization in Ann Arbor. And they focus, the focus of that training will be making sure that all of you are kind of on the same page in terms of how to work equitably with youth. So that training will be also focused on putting together your project that the interns will be working on, and making sure that it kind of fits the scope of what we're hoping the interns will get out of the project. Okay, Kim?
Thank you. And then Maury, I thought about something else too. Work sites will also be paid, correct?
Yes, that is correct. We will be, there will be a stipend of $2,000 per intern for work sites.
And I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I need to add at this point. Maury, can you think of anything I may have forgotten?
That's the broad parameters, as far as I'm concerned too. So I'd love to open it up to the floor to see what questions folks have. It looks like we lost somebody due to the Wayne County limits we're putting on.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have questions, folks, drop them into the chat or unmute yourselves and ask away, and happy to answer what we can. The timeline for applying, the applications they're live today. And so I'm going to drop that website in the chat right now. And we will have applications open through March 15th.
And Maury, when do you expect to start to recruit youth for the internships?
We will be opening internship applications up next week, next Monday. So if any of you have young folks in your lives or in the scope of your work that you'd like to pass this on to, that application will also be up on our website, the same one that I dropped in the chat. Natalie's wondering if there's a sense of when and if the program will open up to organizations outside of Wayne County. We will have more of an idea about that after this first year, just as we see how things work and when we have our official team that will be leading this program. I think that will become very clear, and we will definitely keep that keep folks apprised of that. Thanks, Maggie. Any other questions that folks have? Shireen's got a question about a project that may or may not be happening this summer. Wants to know if won't know until April 1st if it's happening. Should we note that in the application? Yes, I think that would be important. And I wonder, Shireen, if you didn't have that particular project, would you be open to creating a different project should you be chosen as a worksite? You may want to include that in the application as well. I would encourage folks who are outside of the Wayne County area and cannot host an intern, if you would be interested in hosting a cultural site visit for our students to come, that we can do. We would love to consider having any of you host a cultural site visit. And again, that those folks will be there's a stipend of $1,000 per worksite or per cultural site visit. And what we would be looking to do is to have you host interns, the whole group, and give us a behind the scenes tour, maybe introduce us to some working artists that work with you, maybe talk a little bit about how your organization operates. That could all be figured out per site. But that is something that is an opportunity for everyone, not just the Wayne County organizations. Any other questions? Kim or Omari, as we're giving folks another minute to send their questions our way, do you have anything else to add?
Nothing other than again, thanks for people considering this program. We're really excited. We expect this to go to be a long-standing program. So if it doesn't feel quite right for you this year, there will certainly be opportunities in future years. And then certainly if you have questions about your application or about the kind of fitness for you as a work site, please just be in touch with us directly. We're happy to answer your questions and help you find that alignment.
Thanks, Omari.
I'll just add to that if anyone has ideas for interns, students who might be interested in this opportunity, please do share this with them as well. We would love to get as many applications as possible. Love to have an overflow because that will give us an indication of how much and where the need is. So we appreciate that as well.
It looks to me like we have no further questions at this time. So thank you everyone for being here and for carving out the time. And for those of you who might be watching this later and there are questions you might have that didn't get answered, please go ahead and contact myself or Kim Howard at CultureSource, and we'll be happy to answer those questions for you. All right. Thanks so much, everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Take care. Bye-bye.